Hey, I just wanted to share some of my thoughts and experiences of working with early stage investors. Being a part or being the founder and CEO of Xena Intelligence, we have had to raise outside funding from both venture capitalists and angel investors. It was the first time for me raising funds. I was first time founder. The whole process was fascinating to me because the only reference points that the outside world has when you talk about investors and fundraising is through movies and TV shows, which I believe is vastly inaccurate in what happens in real life. I've been part of massive VC-backed accelerators like Techstars. I have raised money from institutional rounds. I have raised money from angel investors. I have covered the gamut, and especially at the early stage, that is when you find the most raw form of investing and the base foundation of where startups begin. Just as a side note, I was recently speaking to another founder friend of mine who raised much more than I did. He's currently in Series B. They're negotiating with some very, very well-known VC funds. And I feel that even that, despite the fact that that person is an amazing entrepreneur, he has achieved great results for his shareholders and his companies and his employees, I still feel that he is always under some kind of pressure, the way he speaks. And since I've worked with him, or I've seen him work at a very close range from the very beginning, I've seen that as he raises more funds, as the companies grow, he has become really stressed. He has become more touchy. He has become, I think it has affected his life in not necessarily a great way. Undoubtedly, his company will do well. He'll make a lot of money. He'll be known in the industry as a very successful founder. But I wouldn't be surprised if his mental health has taken a massive, massive toll. And I wouldn't be surprised if I ask him whether all this stress that he goes through right now is really worth what he is, what the achievements are. And I'm not sure what his answer would be, but I would bet on the fact that he might want lesser pressure on himself than he is right now. So my experience with investors have been really, really good. Everyone in my cap table has been helpful, supportive. Of course, there have been discussions before signing the contract, after signing the contract, during update meetings. Of course, there have been pointed questions. There have been questions on most of the major decisions that the company has taken. There have been questions on why the company is not doing more. But I strongly feel that all the investors that have asked those questions have come from a place of support and a place of wishing well for everyone involved. Undoubtedly, the incentives for an investor is to multiply their investment by 10x, 20x, and make a lot of money for their shareholders. And the incentive for the founder obviously is aligned, but the focus or the day-to-day focus of an investor is different from a day-to-day focus of an entrepreneur. And I think both of them form a very critical role in the whole ecosystem. And I wouldn't be ashamed to say that everything that I have been able to achieve with Xena is because of the support that I've received from my early investors and I've continued to receive. In fact, almost all of my early investors have participated in more than one round of mine, just showing their confidence and just showing the amount of faith that they place in me. And that is truly, truly heartening. I have heard horror stories of other founders going through very different experiences, but mine have been. So I strongly believe that even going forward, I really would like to try to have those people around me, be it investors or advisors or well-wishers or employees or team members or whoever, who have the best intentions in mind and who have the ability to share or give out that vibe, the positive feeling of support and determination and advice that actually makes good sense and not a one-sided ego-filled rant that a lot of my founder friends seem to have experienced by themselves. I think that is super critical. When I've read the biography of Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all these famous entrepreneurs, I have seen that they have typically, at least on the books, have treated all their partners very poorly in the offset that they are hurt geniuses, and they are visionaries and pioneers. Even Steve Jobs, they have been known to be antagonistic. They have been known to have borderline anti-business, anti-partnership stance towards all their partners. And that is, if someone comes to me and says that, hey, the only way you can become uber successful is becoming someone like that, I would say no, thank you. I would much rather grow with everyone. I would much rather not antagonize or screw over people who have supported me. They may be investors or interns or team members or whoever they are. I would much rather all of us grow together. I know that's a cliche topic. I know that people will say that that is impossible in real life, but I strongly believe that goodness, and strongly believe that growing together is the only way to succeed with a peace of mind, with a sense of fulfillment, at least for me. And I strongly want to believe that it is for the majority of the founders out there.